guys, welcome back to my channel if you are already a subscriber, and welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Meg and I do videos on lots of stuff. Mommy videos, cleaning videos, videos about my faith, beauty videos, fashion videos, basically anything I'm interested in. Today's video is going to be all about how I healed my sunburn and also a few other tips on how to help soothe a sunburn. I have 10 tips altogether, so I hope you guys enjoy. I've actually done a video on this before, but it's older. It's like almost a year old now, and it gets quite a lot of attention, and every time I know that somebody has watched that video, I'm like, I have so much more to say. I have so many more tips now, and I kind of just wanted to redo this video. That way I could give you guys some more tips. With it being summer, I know a lot of people are getting sunburned. I actually got sunburned the other day. Luckily it wasn't too bad. It was mostly like on the back of my neck and all, and I have pictures on my Instagram, and so it was kind of bad, but luckily it didn't hurt too much. But last summer, or not summer, last winter, I guess I would say, winter, spring, my husband and I went on a cruise, and I got one of the worst sunburns of my life. And so I'm going to tell you guys about how I healed that sunburn like overnight. It was like within 24 hours the sunburn was gone. And so I'm going to tell you all about that, and then I also have like 10 other pretty natural remedies on how to heal your sunburn very quickly. So the first thing you can do to heal a sunburn is take an oatmeal bath. I think we think about oatmeal baths a lot as like something you do when you have like chicken pox or something like that. But we forget that it would actually be very beneficial to take an oatmeal bath when you have a sunburn as well, because really it just helps soothe the skin. And so that's my first tip. The second tip is to actually put yogurt on yourself. That is also another like home remedy, like very natural remedy that you can do, and it will also help soothe the skin. And obviously it is cold, so it's going to feel good as soon as you put it on anyway. Tip number 3 is to use witch hazel. A lot of men use this for like, you know, like aftershave instead of using aftershave, because aftershave obviously burns. But if you use witch hazel, it's a lot easier on the skin, and it's going to take that sting and that burn away. Number 4 is to take a cup of baking soda and actually just put that in your bath water and soak in that. Tip number 5 is to take tea bags. Any tea bags will do. Like if you have green tea or white tea or black tea, whatever kind of tea you have, honestly, will work. Just boil the tea bags, let them cool, and then put them on your skin, and that is going to take some of the sting away as well. My next tip is to drink more water. We don't really think about it this way, but your skin is actually like really dehydrated, so the more water you drink, the better your skin is going to feel. This tip kind of goes along with the last tip, and that is just to put like cold water compress on your skin. Your skin is obviously dehydrated, like I said, and so when you put that cold water compress on your skin is just going to absorb some more water, and it will help. So the next 2 tips I'm going to address at the same time, and that is to use apple cider vinegar and coconut oil. This is the one that I talked about in my video, my last video I did on how I healed my sunburn. And basically what I did was, after I got my sunburn, I had to drive 12 hours home from Miami. We were like 12 hours from Miami, and the only relief I had, it wasn't relief at all, but the only relief I had was aloe, and aloe has never worked for me. Like, it works about the minute you put it on and it feels cool, and then after that you just burn again. Like, it just stings. Aloe just does not work for me. So I didn't really have any relief at all. We drove 12 hours home from Miami as soon as we got off of our cruise ship, and we got home at like 3 a.m. or something. It was like really early in the morning, but I did not care. On the way home, we picked up some apple cider vinegar and some coconut oil, and when I got home, I washed all of my aloe off and then just like completely poured apple cider vinegar all over my body. And a lot of people think that that will sting, but actually my body, it stung so much already when I poured the apple cider vinegar on myself. It actually felt cool, like it felt cold, and I felt very relieved. So it did not sting for me at all. I don't know like how bad your sunburn is, so it might sting for you, I guess, depending on how bad your sunburn is. Mine was terribly bad. So really, when I just poured it on myself, I didn't feel any sting at all. It actually felt like very cold and soothing. So I just poured that all over myself, let it stay on for a little while, and then I rinsed it off, and then I did it again just to make sure. And so I just poured it all over myself again and then rinsed it off. While I was in the shower, I had taken my coconut oil and just held it in the hot water in there just to kind of make it into an oil instead of a wax. If you've ever dealt with coconut oil, you know that it's more like a wax until you heat it up, and then it will turn into an oil. So I just put that in the shower with me, and so it heated up with the water that was in there, and then when I got out, I just rubbed the coconut oil all over my body, like completely lathered it down, like so much that I was like super slick when I got into the bed. I did not even care. I just put on a very loose t-shirt, one of my husband's t-shirts, and I went to bed. I will not say that it was like instant relief. It did take, I would say, 24 hours, like exactly 24 hours for me to feel like the sting had completely gone away. But for me, that's pretty good. Like, I feel like every time I get a sunburn, it at least lasts a few days, like the sting does. I was still super red, like as red as a lobster. I was red, but the sting was gone, so I didn't feel like I was sunburned. And I never did peel, and I contribute that to the coconut oil, keeping my skin very moisturized and everything, so I never did peel. So my very last tip is kind of like, more like how to prevent getting a sunburn instead of how to heal your sunburn, but that is a no-brainer. Where's your sunscreen? I know, I would think a lot of sunburns happen because we want tans. We want to be tan, we want to look good. I know that's how most of mine happen. I'm like, I don't need to put sunscreen on. I need to get a tan and I want to look good. And then I end up burning. And I was so stupid from just not putting my sunscreen on. I was actually a lifeguard for 3 years, and some of the most beautiful tans I ever got was because I put sunscreen on. I would just put my sunscreen on, and a lot of times we think you can't get a tan if you're wearing sunscreen. But that is the total opposite. I feel like I always get a tan even when I'm wearing sunscreen, and when I don't wear sunscreen, I burn. So I get a beautiful tan every time I put sunscreen on. I might have to be out in the sun a little bit longer than normal, but it's better than burning. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Make sure you leave it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.